Hi, what is the essence of both the church and Christianity? Oftentimes we think in terms of doctrine, theology, and what we believe. Now those things are absolutely important. How we understand who God is, how He has communicated to us, how He has revealed Himself is central to knowing God. However, so often we have allowed our belief system to be the only or the primary thing that defines us. But consider this. Jesus said that the whole law, all the law and the prophets, so everything that had been written up to that time in the Bible, could be boiled down into two things. First, He said, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. He said, and the second commandment is like unto it. In other words, it's kind of the other side of the same coin. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. He said, everything depends on that. Paul later would take that same idea and say the whole law can be expressed in the phrase, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. In other words, what primarily and first and foremost characterizes the church, the people of God, who we are, is our relationships. First with God and with one another. In fact, the Bible says that your relationship with one another is a reflection of your relationship with God, which is why Jesus said the second commandment goes with the first. Loving others is part of how we love God. John would say that if you cannot love others who you see, you are incapable of loving the God that you can't see. This is important to understand who we are as a church. So often we define ourselves by what we say we believe. We say, well, here's the truth, and these are our theological beliefs, and they are what define us. Now, those are important, but they are not the central thing. They're vital, but the central thing is the relationship. In other words, believing in Jesus is good. But believing in Jesus is not enough. You have to have a relationship with Him, put your faith in Him, not simply your mental agreement to the facts. In fact, James said that the demons believe. The demons believe the facts about Jesus, and they shudder. But of course, the demons don't have a relationship with Jesus. They have not trusted Him. In fact, they refuse to trust Him. And so what defines it is not merely the knowledge, it is the relationship. And it is the relationship with one another that defines our unity. Now again, the theology is important because we need to understand who God is and how He has revealed His truth to us. But we are primarily, first and foremost, defined by that loving relationship. Jesus said, this is how everyone will know that you belong to me, that you have love for each other. And so that love for each other, that relationship, it is not merely an adherence to a set of theological facts. That is not our key to unity. That's important, but our key to unity is the relationship. It is the love. 1 Corinthians 13, Paul said, if I have all mysteries and know all knowledge, and I do not have love, the rest is of no use to me. So the love is crucial. We love God because He loved us first. It is not simply that we believe that God is there. We enter into a relationship with Him based on His love for us. Our love is a response. And then, because He loved us, He forgave us, He reached out to us, and cared about us while we were still sinners, that is what then informs our love for one another. And our unity, our whole being as a church is defined by that love. And so we still know that Jesus is the Son of God. We know that because He is God, He provides the unity for us. We hold to the truths of God's revealed Word and who Jesus is as God. But we are defined by our love for one another. And as we come together as the Beans Corner Church, may we be defined not by adherence to just a list of facts, but by our relationships with God and with one another, as we love one another and find our unity there, holding to the truth, but the truth in love. And this is how everyone will know that we are truly a disciple, not by our doctrinal statement, first and foremost, but the fact that we love one another. That is what I hope is the testimony of Bean's Corner, and I hope that you are a part of that as we find unity from the God who loved us and gave his life for us.